Synthetic division is not quite the same division that you were going to remember from elementary school. Synthetic means fake, so we're really not going to be dividing at all when we do this. Our very first step that we want to do is we want to identify the coefficients in front of all of the terms in our first set of parentheses, and if I am missing a term, I want to put in a 0. So I have 2x to the third subtract 3x plus 7. So since I started with an exponent of 3, I want to see an exponent of 2, an exponent of 1, and my constant. Well, I'm missing my exponent of 2, so when I write out these coefficients, between the 2 and the negative 3, I am going to put a 0. So I'm going to have a 2, a 0, a negative 3, and a positive 7. Then in a box off to the left, I'm going to put the opposite of the x plus 2, so I'm going to put a negative 2. You're going to draw a horizontal line, leaving a space between the numbers in your line. And then you go to the first 2 in front of the box, and it just comes down below that horizontal line you drew. So anything that is below this horizontal line, you are going to multiply to the number inside of this box. So you're going to take 2 times a negative 2. That is going to give you a negative 4, and that will go underneath of the 0 to create a column. And you are going to add 0 plus negative 4. That is going to give us a negative 4, and I'm going to repeat my multiplying. So I'm going to take negative 4 times a negative 2 to give me a positive 8. That's going to go underneath the negative 3, and I'm going to add negative 3 plus 8 to give me a positive 5. Then I'm going to take that positive 5 and multiply it to the negative 2 to give me a negative 10. I am going to add 7 plus negative 10 to get the last number of negative 3. And we put a box around that negative 3. It's considered to be our remainder of the problem. The last thing that we want to do is write these numbers as an equation. So my problem started off with a 2x to the third. I want to drop that down by a degree. So my answer is going to start off with an x squared term, and then it's going to go down in order. So after x squared, you'd have your plain x, you'd have your constant, and then we have our remainder. So I'm going to have a 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. Now when we write our remainder, it's going to be over what we divided by. So I'm going to have a minus 3 divided by x plus 2. And that is going to be my final answer.